today we've decided to go to Marengo Cave, something different. And here we are. So we're gonna get to the cave. Here's a cave quiz. How long is Marengo Cave? There's your answer. All right, let's try another one. How many caves are there in Indiana? Ooh, over 3,000. We gotta find that. And where did the name Marengo come from? That I don't know. Tell me. Oh, Marengo, Italy. Interesting, interesting. How many light bulbs are there in Marengo Cave? There are 723 light bulbs in Marengo Cave. Wonder how many of them, how many people it takes to change them. How many people have toured Marengo Cave? Bazillion. That looks cool. That's cool.
That's different than you. Yeah, and she mentioned today earlier. Ooh, look at that. There's a little cafe right there that is.
So there's another formation right here called a drapery. Also,
This is what it's like to be in a cave with lanterns. Nice.
So as you all come through here, take a look at the ceiling. This is our New York City upside down. There you go. And you'll notice they're all in rows. That's because there's cracks in the ceiling. Basically, the water's finding that. So everyone soon after the discovery, Samuel Stewart and his son eventually built. You won't forget it? Awesome. Yeah, they're pretty neat. Gotta make one of these more, right? Yeah, there's a lot of caves around here too. There's around 300 just in this county. Just a lot of people don't know about them, you know, private property out in the forestry areas. There's just caves everywhere around here. Kind of like living on Swiss cheese here in Southern Indiana. Pulling around everywhere. That waterfall again. Kind of neat how we couldn't even hear it back there. We'll all absorb the sounds, I guess.
There's a cave bacon.
So would you like to have a picture taken here? That would be the background. $10. Okay. That was the same year the light bulb was invented. But it wasn't until 1923 when the very first lights were put in. So for 40 years, it was just candle, lantern, and torch tubes. This is the very first one lit up in 1922.
Now that was a really cool cave tour. Probably one of the better ones we've been to. A lot of things to see, the stalagmites, stalactites. They kind of recommended they didn't want anybody videotaping in there. Probably, I think it was just for our safety, people bumping their heads, people dropping their phones. And so I was able to get a little bit of video, but not much. But I did get a lot of pictures. I would have liked to have gotten some video just so you all could see the size and the depth of some of these caverns and the size of some of the rooms and some of the cave features in there. But right now we're gonna do a little hike to the original entrance of the cave. It's a small little loop. Here's the trail we're gonna do. So again, we are at Marengo Cave. We completed the cave tour. There was 2 of them we did, and I'll explain that later. But we're gonna do this short trail around the park, and I think it shows takes us to the original entrance, maybe. Either way, we'll find out. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little pause right here next to the cave area is the cemetery. And on the tour, on the cave tour, we were underneath this cemetery, literally about, what do you say? They said about 20-30 feet below the cemetery. So there's the cemetery, and the cave's right underneath us. This is an interesting story about the discovery of this cave. And apparently it was 2 young boys that were, I don't know if they were playing hooky from school, but they found a sinkhole and decided to go explore inside of the sinkhole. And imagine back in the late 1800s having, oh, here's the sinkhole right here. And so what I was going to say, back in the 1800s, they didn't have flashlights, they had candles and lanterns. So these kids went in the sinkhole, crawled in there. I forget how far they got in there. And they, I guess they did a little exploring, came back out. And what they did was they tried to keep it a secret and kept that secret for 3 days. And ended up telling the landowner about the cave, who in turn came out and started exploring it. And within a week, he was doing guided tours for 25 cents a person. So 25 cents per person back in the 1800s, late 1800s. I don't know how much that is, but he probably made some decent money. Okay, anyhow, here's the sinkhole. Here's a little offshoot of the trail. Give us a different view. Apparently this is the natural entrance, the original entrance that those kids went in. But I think after a while they had closed it, they'd filled it in and dug a new entrance into the cave, which was a lot easier, I believe. Okay, there's the entrance. Like I said, it's been closed. They originally had built some kind of building over this to protect it until they made the other entrance. This Cavern Ridge Nature Trail, which is right above Marengo Caves, pretty easy hike to do after doing the cave tour. But the coolest thing is, not these freaking spider webs on me, but the coolest thing is just knowing that below us is that cavern, 52 degrees. Feels like it's 80 something out here. But those are some of the rock layers that are part of the whole area down below too. All that water seeps through the ground and into that cave, and that's how you get those stalactites. somewhere else. Can you all guess where we are now? We went from Marengo Cave, and now we're checking out something else that we've already seen plenty of times, but we love coming out here. Guess what it is? Bernheim Forest. And currently you have to make an appointment to be able to come in here. So we just did that online. Olmsted Ponds. Tell you what, we have quite the abundance of Olmsted parks around Louisville, and the influence of the Olmsteds can be seen with newer parks like the Parklands, also with what they're doing over in Clarksville with the Origin Park. These are really great recreation areas where they do blend in nature with human interaction. Look at that big old carp right there. Thing's huge. Look at that.
Here comes the turtles.
Can y'all see that? And then over here, reflection. There it is. One of the giants. Out here at Bernheim Forest. We are now headed home, and we're driving by these warehouses. Guess what's in those warehouses? Okay, folks, here's the recap of our day. We had a great trip to Marengo Cave over in Indiana. It's someplace you all want to check out. I mean, every cave has been really different, and they've all had their things that really stand out. But this cave, just all the detail of all the stalactites, stalagmite. After that, we left. We got done with the cave thing and did a hike around the cave area that was above the cave. That was pretty cool. And then we left, went through Brandenburg, crossed the Ohio River Bridge there, and then we ended up at Bernheim Forest for a quick trip to check out at least one giant. And then we drove through the area with some of the bourbon warehouses, and we are on our way home now. How many thumbs up for Marengo Cave?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Hoping to do a spelunking one soon.
So I'll try to leave a link for Marengo Cave down there, and hope you all enjoy this. See ya.